Hey you fish freaks, Daren Wendell here with Wendell Fishing, and today I'm going to walk you through all of the functionalities around waypoints on your Garmin Striker Series. There's a lot of functionality here, so what we're going to be covering is creating waypoints at your current location, creating waypoints at a different location. I'm going to show you how to edit a waypoint, I'm going to show you how to navigate to a waypoint, I'm going to show you how to measure the distance from where you are to that waypoint, I'm going to show you how to delete a waypoint, I'm going to show you how to delete all waypoints, I'm going to share with you how to share your waypoints, and finally we're going to end with all the different nuances of the waypoint map settings. So let's hop in with number one, how to mark a waypoint. So let's rip. This is a Garmin Striker 4 fish finder. It's a highly popular entry-level fish finder. However, this tutorial is applicable to all the Garmin Striker series of fish finders. I'm powering this bad boy with a Naqua Pro battery kit. This is a 20 amp hour battery, really beefy and kind of overkill for this particular battery. They also make 10 amp hour, 4.4 amp hour batteries, but nonetheless, this guy would power this thing for 87 hours straight. Now, let's get into marking a waypoint. So this is how you would mark your present location as a waypoint. So this is going to be really one of the quickest ways to do it. It's pretty simple. All you do, it doesn't matter where you're at on your fish finder. You get down here to your map button, simply push that bad boy, and then there's all kinds of different ways you can edit it. So if you want to edit the waypoint, you can delete it, or you can do MOB, man overboard. So let's say we want to hop into editing this waypoint. So hop up with that, hit check mark, and you can name this bad boy. Let's hop into there. It's going to take you a little minute to write all this in there. Then press check to save. You can go down here to the symbol, and this is kind of fun, right? It's going to give you a variety of different options. All right, this is lily pad area. There's a MOB, man overboard. You got your marina. And you keep on going all the way down. There's all kinds of things here. You can use a reef, ledges, rocks, shipwreck, all the different things that you would want. You can put in your depth. Once again, it's going to take you a minute. You can put in your water temp. You can even write a comment. I caught my biggest PB, biggest bass of my life here. Enter. And then you can say, I want to use the my current position. Enter, and you are good to go. All right, now I'm going to show you how to create a waypoint at a different location, right? So Garmin Striker lets you manually enter your coordinates if you're already scouted locations, or if you want to visit a specific spot later. You can also use the waypoint map to visually select an area, really ideal for marking a spot that you might want to explore on a future trip, or maybe you're just on them and you didn't want to take the time to start mapping and typing all this information because you want to get that lure back in the water as fast as you can. You can go back to that spot and then map it out with waypoints. So this is how you would do this. Go back out to your main map right here. And then you want to go to select user data, enter. And you're going to hit waypoints, hit check mark again, hit new waypoint, hit check mark again. And then use a waypoint map. And then you can see, got a bunch of different waypoints around here. You can zoom. It's blue right now, so that means you're in the zoom. So if I go in, I can zoom in, zoom out. If I want to pan, I go left and right. I can move this over here and say the spot was over here, and then hit the check mark, creates a new waypoint, and you can see it right there, shipwreck, number 72. Now I'm going to show you how to edit a waypoint. So editing waypoints really allows you to personalize each location. You can name a waypoint by structure type, such as rock ledge, weed bed, donkey town, and you can add the details like I showed you earlier. But how you get to that is you want to go down to user data, which we're on right now, and we'll go to waypoints, and then you can choose any of these waypoints. So say we just created that shipwreck. So let's head down to shipwreck 73, check it in there, and then you can edit that through all of these things that we referenced earlier. So kind of helps you organize those bad boys. Now, let's talk about measuring a distance on the waypoint map. So this feature is really great for accessing distances between multiple spots, such as like marking distances between weed bed and rock pile or other structures. It's really perfect for the anglers who want to pick and plan a series of stops or create a route of multiple productive spots. And you can measure the distance between locations simply by going to your waypoint map. So let's go up here. There's the waypoint map. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. And let's say this is where I'm at, it's my boat. And I want to go up to number 73. And so what I'll do is pan. We'll go find number 73. And now what I will do, check on that, and then I can go down to measure distance, and it will tell me that that is 2.64 miles away from where I am at. So that's going to help you do that. There's another way you can do it, which I recommend. I really actually don't even like that feature as much, but for planning purposes, I get it. But you can also get that same information by navigating to a waypoint. So the navigation function is one of the most practical uses of waypoints. After all, marking a spot is only valuable to you if you can return to it, right? So by simply selecting a waypoint on the map and choosing navigate routes, it's going to show you how to navigate to that route. So let's use a different one. Let's head down here to my ledge, number 66. Say I want to head to this guy. You can already tell, it's already showing you measuring the distance. So you really don't have to go in and check it because it's showing you down here, 3.39 miles. However, if I want to get to that, I would go ahead and hover over it, check it, navigate to. And let's go ahead, and what you want to do here is you want to route to or go to. We are going to want to go to, because let's say we're sitting in a boat and we want to go to it right now. Check. And now we get all this information up top. It's going to show you your GPS speed. We're not moving right now because I'm in my garage. Your heading, the depth, which is not showing anything because it's sitting on my workbench, and your distance to destination right up here, which is really nice because this does the exact same thing if you were to measure it. So why not go in and try it this way? This is going to show you your distance to your destination, and it's going to estimate an arrival time based off of your GPS speed, which is kind of nice. And so right now, since I'm not in the water, 3 miles, it's probably going to take me an hour in my kayak to go 3.39 miles, even with my motor running. So that's going to give me an idea and how long I'm going to burn in order to get there. So hopefully that was helpful there. This is a lot of fun once you dial this in. All right, so next what I want to do is show you how to delete a waypoint or an MOB, which is a man overboard. So really cleaning up your waypoints list keeps everything organized. And by going into your user data, so let's head back there to the main screen. Let's go down to user data. You can go to waypoints. Let's say I don't want this MOB anymore. You click on that and you can hit delete. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes, I do. It is now gone. Now, let's say you want to delete all your waypoints. You'd be like, Daren, why do you want to do that? So this may be a good idea if you're selling your unit on Facebook Marketplace. You don't want to leave the keys to your fishing kingdom on there as well. Or maybe you move to another state and you just want a clean slate. Or if your fishing buddy did a poor net job on your personal best and you want to punish him, you can just delete all his waypoints. That would be
absolutely savage.
But what you would do, once again, you would go back, go down to user data, all the way down to manage data, and then you could do clear user data, and you can choose, I want to clear my waypoints, my routes, my track, or I want to do all three. And then you'd be like, are you sure you want to do it? No, I do not. I'm going to cancel that. But you might be asking yourself the question, what's the difference between a route and a track? We've been talking about waypoints, and even though this is a waypoint video, let's talk about routes and tracks really quick. All right, so the easiest way to explain this is a route is a predefined path created from a group of location points, and a track is a set of coordinates connected together, kind of like a breadcrumb trail. And so it's going to show you where you have been. So that's the difference between a route and a track. All right, real quick, let's talk about sharing waypoints and routes across devices. Now, before you can share waypoints and routes, you must connect the blue and brown wire that's found in your fish finder here on the power cable. So I didn't do that when I set this up. The blue wire is going to be your transmit wire. Your brown wire is going to be your receive wire. And these wires are really only used for sharing data between compatible Striker and EchoMap series devices. But I'm not going to go through that right now. But nonetheless, in case you wondered what that was. Now, let's kind of land this plane on waypoint map settings, which really help customize the display of the waypoints, the routes, the tracks. You can adjust map perspectives. You can set a heading line. You can even show specific data overlays to see information like depth, water, temperature, coordinates directly on the map. And so I'm going to show you where these all are. Where you find these are kind of hidden. You can hit the waypoint map. And then when you're in a waypoint map, you're going to hit the 3 bars right here, the old hamburger. And then you get all of these options here, right? You can stop your navigation, restart your go-to. You can hop into waypoints. You can tell it what you want it to show, right? If you just want to show a beacon, if you want it to show the label and a comment you made about it on the screen, if you want to show the symbol only, if you want to show the label only, if you want to hide it completely, you can do that. So a lot of customization there. Let's head back. This is where you can go into your routes. There's a bunch of different track options. You can determine whether you want to show them or not. You can clear the track. You can follow the track. Let's say you want to follow a path that really produced for you well last time. You can follow that track. And those are some of the options available to you there. All right, now also on the map menu, if you scroll all the way down, there's kind of a hidden. There it is. Oh, scroll all the way down past zoom. Map setup. Let's click on the map setup. And so it's going to give you some options here, especially in orientation. And if you're like, hey, what in the world is this? I'm gonna explain it to you. So you have three options here. You got north up, head up, course up. So let's start with head up. Head up this is a map that rotates so that your boat or kayak bow front is always pointed up on the screen. So this orientation can make it easier to understand where objects are in relative to your current direction. It's really useful for real-time navigation, and it gives that immediate view of what's ahead. Next, we have north up. North up is always oriented to the top of the screen regardless of which way your boat is heading. So this orientation is often preferred for planning as it matches traditional maps. However, if your course changes frequently, this setting may make it harder to interpret your direction quickly. And lastly, we have course up. Course up, this is the map rotates to keep your current course, the direction you're actually moving, at the top of the screen. Now, the course up can be helpful if you're following a specific route, as it aligns the map with your intended path rather than the boat's exact heading. So this can be valuable in situations where your current or wind is pushing the boat off a direction line to your destination. So those are the difference between those three. So there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about waypoints on the Garmin Striker Series. Now, I want you to learn from my mistakes when it comes to fish finders. I got 4 tips for you right there. You check that out right there. Thanks for watching, guys.